It's hockey town, baby. The top is surrounded by men hockey players. Where's the support comparing potatoes to tomatoes? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Hollywood is the only thing that outdoes college sports in
Yeah.
like being a snake.
Yeah.
But acting like I'm helping you.
$45,000.
Umass, if I come to you about making a docu-series, don't be a dick about it.
Go Minute Women.
You have not so breaking news, because we missed our opportunity to rush out breaking news. But
Well, I don't think it's really news anymore. Well, I don't think it was really ever news. More of just a wrongdoing of sorts.
What is it?
Here at Brotherly Advice Podcast, Spin Master Studios. You want what we support?
Women's sports.
I was going to say just women. Also women's sports.
If you're not athletic.
Yeah, if you're not athletic, we don't care. If you're not gifted at throwing a basketball or shooting a puck.
Look, entertain me.
Yeah.
Entertain me.
So,
I'll hear you out.
The Umass women's club hockey team was wronged by the school of University of Massachusetts Amherst.
Okay.
Due to a budgeting mistake.
Air quotes.
Which, I'm just an analyst. So it's not my place to say, but I don't think it was a mistake.
Seems weird when you got degrees in numbers and you mess up numbers.
Yeah,
Seems
that's your one job.
Seems fishy to me.
Yeah, so they mistakenly, air quotes, air quotes, mistakenly took away all the school's budgeting for the program.
Took it away or lost it? What do you mean?
I'm not sure. Whether it sounds like it was allocated to the wrong either program or wrong department.
Like, whoa, sorry, boys hockey, you got double? That's weird.
Well, that's the thing, is if it does find out, or if anyone finds out that it was allocated to a boys program, there's potential for a lawsuit.
Yeah. I'd be sick.
Class action lot 9,
Yeah.
But in the word around the streets is like, there's a lot of people happy with it, actually. I was reading some comments. Joanna showed me some comments.
That they lost the girls' money?
Yeah. They're saying, it's a club sport. They don't need the money. Why would our tax money go there? It's like, I don't think a lot of your tax money's going to the University of Amherst.
No. No.
But, they play legit teams.
Yeah.
They're playing Arizona. They're
travel.
playing Penn. There's only 3 teams that they can get to, and they have to take a long-ass bus ride. And for the closest team, they don't even get a bus. They have to get there themselves. When they play Rhode Island, there's no transportation provided by the team or the school.
I legitimately wouldn't play.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, I'm good.
No, it's shitty. These girls can't get a scholarship because it's a club sport.
Mm-hmm.
They have to pay to go there. They have to pay to live there. They have to pay to play. And now there's a chance they have to pay,
Could you imagine getting, crippled, and they were like, you paid for this?
Yeah, right?
That is crazy.
It's... I don't know. I don't think it's fair. And I think that the University of Amherst needs to do better.
So this was, So this was
Yeah,
money that was set aside for them, and then they were just like, I don't know, it's gone.
Yeah.
Or they specifically moved it.
So, I'm going off of the GoFund Me page.
Okay.
Yeah, so the UMass Amherst Women's Ice Hockey Team is a student-run organization that competes in the American Collegiate Hockey Association, ACHA, Women's Division I. Our athletes come from all over North America to attend the University of Massachusetts and play our program. We are a highly competitive team that has been invited to 18 of the last 20 national championship tournaments.
With no money.
Due to a clerical error, which means budgeting error, that is out of our control, we have been denied funding from our university for the first time in our history. This means that the 2023-24 team will be funded entirely through fundraising and player dues. So that means whatever they don't get fundraising,
they can't. Yeah, like if they
have to pay for.
Yeah, if they just can't afford tickets, they just don't go to a game.
If they can't, they don't sell tickets at their games. It's free admission. So the GoFundMe is for $45,000. So we can say that I'm sure that they didn't put it for the full amount there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to round up to 50. Our location, Amherst, Massachusetts, poses a challenge for the travel since there are only 3 opponents in the ACHA Women's Division 1 that are within a single-day bus ride. That, in fact, forces us to either fly or take 2-day bus rides to the majority of our away games, both of which are very expensive. Yeah, they're also responsible for all the expenses related to the game. They have to pay for their ice time at their home rink. When they play a game, they have to pay to play on that ice. When they want to practice, they have to pay to practice.
And don't get paid for people showing up to their game.
Yeah. They have to pay for officials. They have to pay for uniforms, hotels, rental vehicles, EMTs, and their coaching staff. We appreciate you taking the time out to read our story, any amount of money that you were able to donate. Yeah. They're thankful for all the help. It looks like they're at the time of this, it's $4,500 raised.
And they need what?
$45,000. Dude, I guarantee you half these girls, like imagine you're a girl, let's say you're from Boston, right? You're deciding, do I want to go play at UNH or do I want to go play at Umass? You finally make the decision, I'm going to bring my talents to Umass Amherst. You get there.
I want to be
there's no scholarship opportunities because we're technically a club team. Yeah. Okay, no problem. I'll pay to play. That's my commitment to the game.
Fine, yeah.
And now you find out your freshman year, there might not be a hockey team because they fucked you over.
Well, could you imagine your senior year?
That's even worse.
You've put in 4 years.
You put in 3 years. And did all that work. Right. And to think last year too.
Well, you've put in 4 years because the 4th year is like you're still putting the time to be in shape and work out to be ready for that season. Like you haven't put it in yet, but
and I'm also looking at it.
That sucks.
Just so coincidentally, this is the second time in their program history that they haven't gone to nationals. And guess where nationals was this year?
Where?
Massachusetts. The only time it's been in Massachusetts.
They didn't go.
They didn't make it.
That sucks.
They were the 11th seed. And you need to be 10th seed to get in.
That sucks so much.
So I wonder if this is also, and that's so the other thing. The boys team, national champions in 2021.
Okay.
The year they won the national championship, they got 2 new locker rooms. They got a state-of-the-art dry locker room, state-of-the-art wet locker room. They also have their own weight room and training facility next to the practice facility. In the practice facility that's locked under key. I don't think, and I was doing some research too, there are more girls sports at UMass Amherst than there are boys sports. But there's a clear divide on where UMass Amherst stands when it comes to funding and support for their women's versus men's sports.
Yeah.
If I was a player on that team, any information I have, I'm anonymously bring it to the news.
I know.
And because I'm pissed. You have to pay how much to get, if you're an out-of-state student, how much money is it? Insert this. We can just put a Google screenshot there. Should I pull it up?
I don't know. That's fine. Go ahead.
So you have that number there. You're paying for that. $300 parking pass for your car. Room and board fee. Now your hockey dues.
Yeah.
Anything else that comes with being there. Your party expenses.
Yeah.
Any other events you go to. You know what I mean? Like books, calculators, supplies.
And think about how much this is actually going to, you didn't go to the whatever last year. It's going to hurt because, there's going to be girls who can't do it.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, there's no way. I can't do this. I can't go into more debt.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some girls on the team that are barely able to afford hockey dues as it is.
Yeah.
Now what's going to happen come a week before the season starts and they say, Coach, I can't afford to put another $1,000 on the table. My family's paying for me to come to school. I worked all summer to be able to come to this school to play for you. I can't afford another $1,000.
This would be the sickest docu-series.
Yeah.
This would be so sick.
If I'm UMass Women's Amherst Club Sports, I'm looking for corporate sponsors.
Yeah.
I'm looking for women's groups to support us, because quite frankly, this is just proof that universities like UMass Amherst don't. And I understand it's a club sport, but this is equivalent to your D1 women's team.
Yeah.
Because from my understanding is D1 club is more competitive than regular D2 hockey.
I know we pitched this last time we talked about it, and I know you're like actually annoyed, and now I'm gonna seem like I'm trying to make fun and like
I would do a docu-series.
This would be so sick, realistically, because like now you're getting a last chance you type thing from it. You're getting a women's sport, and you're now getting the effects of them getting not only like
fine. Yeah, this is very last chance
you regardless like. The struggle of every season is somewhat because of its realistically it's a women's sport.
Yeah.
So
There's
you said
already
the funding,
haters.
The funding, it's not taken as serious. There's going to be stigma to them, irregardless. That now you throw on, they're going to have like a cash problem. They're going to have,
and like all the little shit. I'm pretty sure they don't get like they had to get their own tape.
Yeah, especially with hockey.
There's tons of
so
little
much.
shit. Like Joanna got her stick stolen from the locker room last year. Who paid for the stick? Not the program.
Yeah. Wow, that sucks.
And guess what? The stick was held in their locker room. Anybody can go in at any time. So they have to keep locks on their lockers. They have to keep locks on their equipment.
I would literally I don't think I would leave my stuff there. That would suck.
You have hockey equipment. It's worse than carrying around football pads.
No,
especially when you have an 8 a.m. or you have a 5 or 6:30 a.m. practice, and you have to go to class at 8. You're not carrying around your hockey pads all day.
I guess. Yeah.
Like and I had, even as Joanna was a freshman and she was playing for the program, I voiced concerns of misogyny with the program in the school. And she kind of knocked him down. And I was like, okay, I understand. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but this is clear-cut proof and disloyalty to their athletes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It to me, it just says, hey, we get millions, if not billions of dollars every year from you guys, and we don't give a shit. We don't give a shit if you're having fun. We don't give a shit if you're passing. We just want your money. And that is proof again by the fact that there's nearly 1,000 students without housing next year.
Well, their argument too is they can go like, well, like, what do you guys want us to do? What money do you want us to hand you when you don't make any money? Like, everyone's always thing with like special, like when the NIL deals started happening, and like football, all that, and they're like, well, why does football get so much money? It's like, well, football really does fund a lot for colleges.
Yeah, you're right.
But UMass isn't.
No,
Alabama or Clemson, where it's like...
The only program that's on that level is their boys hockey team. And if I'm the boys hockey team, I'm even the coach, I'm saying we need to support these girls. I don't know what we need to do, whether we need to do some kind of fundraising with our boys to support these girls. They support us. They come to our games. They practice in our rink. We are one team. We're one school. We need to support each other. And clearly that's not the community and culture that UMass Amherst wants.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's tough because they're also not given clearly a spot to even make money. If you're saying like people don't have to pay to go to the game, well, it's like, well, that's a huge portion of like where revenue comes from for sports is concessions, and because like you lose money sometimes doing concessions because you have to buy all this stuff. If you don't sell it, you're kind of fucked if it's not something you can reuse. Yeah. Where also like feet. There is what sells stuff for you. Where if you're not making profit off of that, like, but I also wonder, is that a school thing or can they control that? Like, can they say like, hey, we need to have people pay $3 to get in?
I don't, because then you have to pay someone to work or find a volunteer to work the door. You have to lock the doors. You have to, and some of these parents are driving from Michigan to come watch their girl play, and now they have to pay $10 to get
not
into
10.
a game.
I would literally say $3. $3 isn't a lot, but
I know you haven't been to a game. You're coming to a game this year, right? But like,
yeah, sure. What's their season? Like, what's their season frame?
Off the top of my head, I don't know. They start practicing like a month or two after they get back to school.
When's that?
September, so they start practicing in October, I think. Yeah, because they have scrimmages in October, and that was the hard part for me to get down there. So when we get the schedule, we can't take a year off to go film a docu-series.
I know, it would be
dude,
so
what
sick.
if we did? What if we brought this up to their coach? Was like, hey, we'll give you $1,000 now to do a docu-series. But with any proceeds that end up, or any money we make, we'll give you all of it.
Yeah. I just honestly, I know, so obviously we've never made anything like that, so there's obviously stuff we wouldn't know. But I think honestly there would be like some small thing that would pay, or even like the news would pay to maybe chop it up better or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know, I think I would genuinely watch something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I
like
would. It's a sport. And the thing is,
I love watching that real life stuff, and now that you also add in the only problem is I wonder if you have to go like through the school too.
You have to go through the school because you're
I don't think
filming on property. You're filming.
Yeah, I don't think the school would be cool to be like, hey, we want to film this about how you guys are
Yeah, how you guys are fucking this up. Like if I'm Netflix and I hear about this, this is a whole new series.
That was my thought, is like, how sick would that
dude
be? Cool.
And that's the thing is, you're right. These girls aren't making any money from playing here. They're going in debt playing for you.
Yeah.
They're not like the girls basketball team where they're being nationally broadcasted with the chance to get an NIL deal. I don't know if you're able to when you're playing on a club team. So you're not getting that national spotlight with the opportunity to get seen by these major leagues. You're playing hockey and then you're getting your degree and moving on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if you're a bench person on UMass, like on the UMass basketball team, if you win a national championship, that's on your name, and that's going to get you potentially looked at somewhere else.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
something else.
That's the tough part with like women's hockey. Like,
women's sports aren't even.
No, how far can you really go? Because like I know once when we had Joe on, I was like asking, I was like, what happens if like there was there is a league, but it's like I don't know. It's not like you can just put it on. It's not on ESPN right now.
And that's not fair of the
school.
school.
It's like boys like lacrosse. Like, yeah, there's a league, but it's like I don't think you make that much. Yeah. Like there's guys who are like go to Arizona, which is a really good college, but like they're not like I'm going to be a pro.
Yeah.
Like,
and I totally get, and I've always been on this like this thought process too with the NBA. Like people watch NBA basketball because it is more entertaining than the WNBA. But the thing is that doesn't mean that's professional sport. That's a whole nother deal. But when you're looking at collegiate sports, it's competitive, yes.
Yeah.
But everybody should be fair game. Professional sports, it's all about money. There's an owner, there's a chair, and there's players who need to get paid. The colleges, up until this, the colleges aren't even paying the players.
Yeah.
Companies are now. Businesses are.
Yeah.
They're independently getting paid.
Yeah, and that's what helps them push people.
And now, where you're looking at a club sport, you have to pay to play, and now you have to rely on your alumni. You have to rely on yourself, your coaches, the community, the surrounding communities, where you're from, your past teams, to pay for you to play. How is that fair when you're going in debt this much money again?
Yeah.
And like I said, you don't get a scholarship for playing club sports.
No.
Like, if this happened at I know it's different with high school sports.
Yeah.
If the soccer team was just told, hey, the girls' soccer team, you don't get to play, do you think your team would do anything about that?
I don't know. I don't know our AD well enough but I mean, it is different.
And I feel like your AD is a good guy. I don't think that he would not do anything about it.
He's new. I mean, like I said, one of the first times I met him, he came last year when we were going through equipment, and he showed up in the middle of the day, in the middle of the summer, when he was literally moving into his house.
Yeah.
And was just like, how you guys doing? Like, how you boys doing? And then asked if we needed anything. And we were like, hey, I think we might need more knee pads. Literally, like, I can't remember if it was like the next day we went or just literally a handful of days. and he showed up again, still moving, and showed up with them. It's the middle of the summer. We're not handing out equipment for like another month, and he showed up being like, got him.
That's a guy that...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, is that a football thing? Because he was also we were also told straightforward is like he's a big football guy.
Mm-hmm.
He loves football, but he also wants to change all the programs in general. But is it because look at football.
Mm-hmm.
Football is not as much equipment, but can be fairly close.
Mm-hmm.
The school doesn't provide cleats.
Yeah.
But shoulder pads, helmets, thigh pads, knee pads, which, a lot of the pricing is so much cheaper than hockey. But the closest, I think, sport to hockey in, like, equipment and pricing...
It's probably football.
...is football. Yeah. But I don't think from middle school you get provided that. Yeah. Or hockey, at no point do you get provided.
Yeah. And that's the other...
But football rules. Football makes money.
Yeah, we're also comparing, like you said, we're comparing football to hockey. We're comparing potatoes to tomatoes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Two completely different things. We're also comparing high school to collegiate sports, tomatoes to potatoes. Completely different. But that's the thing is, this is a direct reflection of the culture.
Yeah.
This is you saying...
What you're willing to put in.
Like, with your community specifically where you coach... You guys would raise the money in a day. It would be all hands on deck.
I think it depends on the reason.
If we were talking about a girls' soccer team or any girls' sports for that matter, and it was a issue with the school not funding them. Yeah, there would be alumni. There would be parents. There would be people in the community at the doorstep.
I think it's a mix of, because people also want to go to war, though. Yeah. Especially with what the culture is. Not the culture, but, like, what's happened in the past. Like, people can't wait to attack the school district we have for some reason. Mm-hmm. I get it. They're not perfect, but there's been a lot of change in hierarchy and people moving in and out. So people just want to be heard and point fingers and yell. But again, we would have money raised pretty quickly if something happened. Yeah. But it's very picky and choosy on things like that. Where also UMass is different because it's like it is so big. Mm-hmm. Massachusetts, it's a pretty. Yeah. It sounds crazy if someone hears it to be like Massachusetts isn't that big, but it's big in the aspect of like I know in hypothetically Texas is Texas is huge and there's a lot of schools, but University of Texas takes the cake for a lot of the area where UMass has Boston College. They have people don't care as much even for football. Like the football program, if they had a problem, they'd be able to pull something, but not when the way Texas could.
You're looking at UMass Amherst, one of the biggest schools in Massachusetts. $50,000 is $5 to them. They could find that money in a second. I don't know. And you look at, because all of those higher administration people have public salaries. Mm-hmm. You look at what they're getting paid, and you say, I understand that that's not their job.
People aren't gonna take a couple thousand off their paychecks for.
Dude, all it takes is $5,000.
$5,000 is a lot of money at the end of the day for some people, man.
Not when you're making $8 million, dude.
I guess.
Not when you're making $8 million.
I don't know. I guess it all depends on also how much they look into it. Because, maths. Math never fucks up math, you know? Yeah.
And that's
people
the other thing
fuck up math.
Is I keep looking at the news. So, I haven't seen any reports of somebody getting fired. $50,000 getting... And yes, I know, like I just said, $50,000 to them is $5,000 to UMass. Yeah. But a $50,000 budgeting mistake is reason enough to be let go.
To figure out what... Because that's something that... If it's a real mistake, then that goes, okay, who gave you money that you just threw away?
Yeah, and where did that money go?
Which then you have to wonder...
Go? Yeah. And did it already get spent?
Where did it go? Because if it's getting something where that person has some ties to something. Like hypothetically, like let's say it went to like tennis.
Yeah.
Well, that's unfair. Or like, did it go to the library because you feel like sports has enough money? Then like,
yeah,
that's not fair.
It's not fair at all, and that's if I'm the hockey team, I'm doing everything and anything.
I know, I'm very crazy. Like I wanted to look at the GoFundMe, but I like went on Joe's thing, assuming it'd be like in her profile. So not one thing.
No, it's all on the Umass hockey team. Even the other teams in their league that they play against are donating.
Like, yeah.
I didn't see, and you go through and you see them donating. You don't see any UMass programs donating.
Yeah.
Even to think like UMass Amherst, there's a whole week or month that they call UMass Gives.
Yeah.
Where they ask alumni and families to donate to go to specific programs. When you donated to it this year, I donated to it as well.
Oh yeah, so what? My money just went nowhere.
I don't know. Well, I think they got that money.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know where this. I don't know what this $50,000 is. I don't know if that's the money that they raised that they're not getting, or if it's budgeted for them.
Yeah.
But, like I said, it's a successful program. 18 out of 20.
23 girls on this team. I would tell the girls every single day, post something about it and tag this
the link
constantly, every single day. I know
there's
it's annoying.
No oversaturation.
You better get on every fucking social media you have. I don't care.
Yeah, and you look at it and you say, okay, they're asking for 45,000. Let's say that's the number they need to reach. Let's say they raised 5,000 off the GoFundMe. If they don't raise any more money than that, and there's 23 girls on the team, each one has to come up with $1,700 extra.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To play. And that probably still doesn't even pay for everything. Because that doesn't include the fundraising they already have to do.
Whoa. Umass, the teams posted that?
No. The hockey house tagged them in that. Oh. But did you see the memes I made? Yeah. I sent you the memes. You should start raising money. Like, oh man. And I think you got to be careful. I think being like I'm the king of petty. Yeah. I love being petty. I immediately I told her she needs to go to the.
I love being petty, but like that won't get you anywhere. No. Like posting that, like I would be like, girls, sick. Delete it though.
Yeah.
Send it to each other. Have your friends post it. Yeah. No one associated with the team put that out there, because then that even if it got picked up by somewhere, they would see that and be like, it's just bad narrative. Because anyone who has a gripe, like you said, has something to comment about it, be like, they don't need money. They'd see that and be like, see, they're classless. They can't even, don't give any fuel.
Yeah. If I'm a player on that team though, I am 100% bringing this to the media, laying out all the facts, all the things that they aren't doing.
The hockey. I thought this was like their... No. Okay, never mind. My bad. All right, I retract. But actually, I still keep it. Don't post any petty shit, girls. Hockey house, go ahead and do your thing, I guess.
Because the only way that they're going to raise it's going to be tough for them to raise $45,000 in a summer.
You're not going to... Yeah.
The only way they're going to get this money is from the school.
No, literally what you're trying to do is protect yourself into next year. If they say, well, you guys made it work this year.
Yeah. That's another...
That would be my biggest worry.
Because even if that is true...
Whoa, Reese follows UMass girls hockey. And so, Reese, let's go, girl. What are you doing? You're letting this happen? On the block?
I know. I even at my work, there's a... gentleman who's very high up in the, you could call Patriarch of Concord, New Hampshire. He's an alumni of the school of Amherst, UMass Amherst. And I was telling him about this whole situation, and he was really upset. Yeah. And he said he was going to bring it to the chair of their alumni board.
Yeah. Well, you can't even repost it.
Yeah, no.
I just tried to put it on my story, and I can't. It just makes me reply to them. It makes me send it to them. See, that's another mistake. You need to make it.
You're talking about you can't post which one?
I can't
with the car.
No, this their thing saying what happened in the
I think almost everyone's in agreement of UMass. You need to do better.
Yeah, Jeez.
for your student body, for your athletes, for the women at your school,
That's not good.
for the women's hockey team, for future
I mean, if I saw this too as
players.
I mean, you can't lie and say like college students don't look at that and feel like,
Yeah.
and every high school athlete thinks I'm gonna go there and I'll be able to make a name.
Mm-hmm.
Even if like you want to go there for like, I don't know, let's say like, I don't know, science, and it's really good in science, but you're like, I'm playing hockey
Yeah.
no matter what. You see that? You know what? I'll go to the next school.
Yeah.
Because they have a good science program too. I don't care.
Because University of Massachusetts Amherst.
People won't go there because I would see that and be like, I don't want to go there.
If students,
So you're hurting your program for the future.
if women's hockey players are looking at UMass Amherst to play hockey, there's so many things telling them not to. You have to pay to play. You have to travel on a bus for 3 of your games. You have to fly all the time, which you have to pay for. It's not funded.
Mm-hmm.
And now you also have to look at the fact that they're over enrolling and you might not have a place to live while you're there. It's ridiculous.
Mm.
Like, I don't, because that's the thing I hate is from SNHU. I've already gotten a call saying, "Hey, would you like to donate?"
Yeah.
Dude, I got an associate's degree, and I make
You won't
less
make-
than I have to pay I have to work 2 hours to pay for a parking ticket.
Yeah.
You're not getting money from me right now. And now
I
you're
always thought that
asking-
was funny. Like I don't think I ever would. If I went to college, even though I was like
No.
diehard, I'd be like, no.
Yeah, no.
I'm not
I paid you
giving
just
money.
I just paid you $35,000 to get a piece of paper.
Yeah, I'm still paying you.
If anyone wants to buy my degree, it's never been used, mint condition. Let me know. Like, we can work something out.
Now it makes me like really think like,
Like, I just want to know, where did this money go?
yeah,
Has it been spent? And are you gonna make it up to this team next budget year?
no,
No.
no.
You owe these girls.
They could have a great year though.
Yeah,
This could be some great fire,
and what happens when they win? Who's gonna be the first one to say?
and they get nothing.
And who's gonna voice?
They can't.
Who's gonna be the voice of that program? The school. It's not gonna be the coach.
Yeah,
It's
they're
not gonna be the captains.
We're so proud.
We're so proud of our team.
to present you with this.
Yeah. No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
You guys did shit for them.
Yeah.
They have to pay to be at the ice.
Hey, we're saying it because they can't.
Yeah. And there's no inside information. I'm only saying exactly what's on the For You page.
Mm.
But,
Boy.
man, I would be fucking livid if I was a player.
Mm.
Especially if I had a hard time deciding if I wanted to go there or not. Like, Joanna was telling me there's a couple people from pretty far away coming to play next year. And they have to be slapping themselves in the face right now.
I'm thinking on like how realistic it is. We could
45
actually do this.
To film it?
Yeah,
Good luck.
I know. Because like,
You want to travel to Arizona with them?
honestly, it would be. I think we'd be able to put together something pretty sick.
I think we should do a media day with them. I think that would be different. If we went and did like some like photo shoot, like with the really cool like, because they don't get any of those things either. Like, you know how like the basketball team gets all
Yeah.
the cool pregame photos and them with the like throwing the basketball behind their back and everything. None of that.
Well, I think that's all. I don't think they need us for that. I don't think it's that hard. I don't think we'd.
No, but no. Do you see anything on their Instagram like that?
I guess
Who's
not.
offering to do it?
Yeah, I guess not.
I mean,
Well-
like, I think they need a platform to get their voice out. I've only expressed what is on the For You page. Maybe a little bit of bias has gone into it. But do better, UMass. That's all you can say. Do better. It shows how much you care about your student body, your athletes, your women's sports.
Yeah. All right. So she said September to March.
Oh, did you just text her?
Mhm.
Oh, my God. I already asked her if she wanted to say anything. She said, it's okay, no thank you.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't be able to. Because, I'm just saying, because think like
You said September to March.
that's what she said. But
don't
if
have
you
to
said
be
like
there
if
for
that's
every game.
huh?
We don't have to be there for every game.
Well, yeah, you do.
Good luck.
If you're recording.
It's Friday, Saturdays, dude. Well, I think we have reverse Saturday, Friday games, so we could go by ourselves. Did she just text you again?
Yeah.
I
said, she said September to March. I said, all right, when's the, like, season? Is that the legit season or, like, camp? Like, when's your first game? I said, first game is usually mid-September, but start practicing right when we go back to school. Fuck. Damn. I wish
you had to have a lot of... You have to be a student to get that done. Josh, he brings brotherly advice to UMass Amherst. He gets enrolled.
Yeah.
Man, like, I don't know what else you can... I've said it 3 times already, but just do better.
Yeah.
Do better.
Yeah.
What else can you say? $45,000 is misplaced in now 23 girls over the span of a summer has to get that in order to play hockey. Absolutely ridiculous. That's not what you want to reflect in your culture. And I'm not putting that on the coach. I'm putting that on the university.
Well, no, the coach doesn't have anything to do with it.
No, but it made it sound like a coaching culture when I said that.
No,
that's not on the coach. That's on the university.
No, that also sucks too, because then, like, in good conscience, like, how do you even take a paycheck when, like...
That's the other thing I thought.
How do you...
I didn't want to say that, but I was
because,
thinking
like, I mean, just coaching high school, I mean, I make a paycheck and I lose money doing it.
Yeah,
where, like, if my pay... I don't know, honestly, if they were, like... If we went into the same situation and, like, my paycheck helped get it through, like, it'd be tough to be like, yeah, just give it away. Because it's, like I said, like, yeah, it's only a couple $1,000, but it's, like... Well, you lose more than that not working. That doesn't, like, you don't make your money back with the paycheck from coaching. It just helps.
See, I thought about that same thing, and so my program is nearly completely booster ran.
Yeah.
My paycheck did not come from the school. It came from the booster's account. It's signed by the head booster.
Yeah.
And that made me think, if next year, if I don't know if I'm being paid from the school or from the booster club, but if I got handed a check and they said, okay, like, wait a week to cash it, we don't know if it'll even work then, there's a chance that I'm going to say just keep it. Hopefully, because I don't make as much money as you do coaching.
Yeah.
I probably lose more money because it's more travel.
Yeah.
But I'm not in a spot where I need that money. I would like it. It's going to hurt without it. But those athletes need this experience more than I need that money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
And I also look back at my head coach, Coach Call, when one of my teammates' mother was in a tragic...
was injured. Yeah.
Yeah. He put his whole coaching check for the year into his donation pile.
Yeah.
Not $100, not $1,000, his coaching check for the season.
Yeah.
To one individual player. And that's something I want to... That's something I'll always remember. You know what I mean? It was more than a sport.
Yeah, it's a good... I guess it's kind of a good sign. Not a good sign. It's a good lesson for... Not like the coaches, but like anyone in general for UMass. Because, like, it's easy to, when they do something wrong, like for these girls, like if they get into trouble this year, it's easy to say, like, well, they're an adult, they're a college student, but, like, they are kids.
Yeah.
So, like, this is still a lesson for them in life. Like, a lot of them easily could, like, their life could somewhat be not about this, but, like, this could be an easy thing for them to be like, oh, well, you always get screwed over and things in life. Instead of someone helps them out, something good happens, and it becomes, like you said, like, in 10 years, something similar or something happens, and they get to look back on this and go, like, oh, this is why I helped, because I got helped.
I think that's all I should say on that.
40 minutes of it.
Was it 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I went off, didn't I?
I guess so.
I did good. That was good.
Sure.
Was that analyst style?
I don't know.
No, that was more opinionated, wasn't it?
Yeah, sure.
It was opinionated.
Yeah.
And Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Anything else you don't like about the school?
Well, no, that was only
I'm
about
sure
hockey.
if we even decided to pitch them this would kind of bounce it out, but
I've only stated the facts that are on the
yeah,
GoFundMe page in the facts that are publicly shown on the news about the school over enrolling and leaving so many students without housing next year.
Yeah.
Do better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do better. Do better, Umass. That's their thing. It's go Umass. That's their thing.
What's their the
Minute
Ladies?
No,
Minute
yeah, and that's the thing is like
Women.
their thing is Minutemen.
Yeah.
That's gonna get changed real quick if this becomes a whole shabadoo of an issue.
I don't know. Why? What do you mean?
Because it's Minutemen.
Well, in the announcing, that was
that was
a
at Penn.
That was a Penn guy, and they called them the something ladies too. So
yeah, the Lady Lions.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, so.
But that's I
don't know.
There's a reason that it doesn't say Minutemen across their chest.
Mm-hmm.
It says I think just UMass or Massachusetts, right? Not fair. Criminal.
What stuff is there's definitely things already about the program that you don't know about, because for example, when you look at the Last Chance U stuff, for example with the last season, it's not something you'd ever think about, but the coach Rob who cleans and hangs up every guy's jerseys and stuff
dust.
That's small, something very small. And then same with the announcer guy.
Yeah.
They went into that, how he's not a blacksmith, but he just melts metal for a living, and it's he could lose his arm any day because of it, because it's so dangerous, and he literally pays to do that. When it's something when you're at the game, you probably watch this guy and you're you don't think about that sort of thing, but this is a guy who's trying to do something.
Do you know how many individuals are paid to be a part of the UMass ice hockey or women's ice hockey? There's one, just their head coach. They don't get a trainer. They don't get access to the trainer. They don't get access to the training facility for the Division I programs. When Joanna sprained her ankle this year, a grade 2 sprain, she went to Convenient MD, had to pay to go to Convenient MD, get an ice pack, and when she told the coach, he pulled out favors for her to go and see the trainer.
Yeah.
And remind you, there's multiple trainers that work for all of the Division I sports.
Yeah.
And he had to call them, make an appointment. It got canceled once.
Now, what makes them a club?
I think it's funding. I think it's funding, and I think it's enrollment of how many girls go there. And that's
girls or girls who play hockey,
girls that
numbers?
Play hockey. And from my understanding, is that there's more girls that want to play hockey for UMass Amherst, to the point that they could have a Division I program and a club program. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing is, boys, they have a club program and a Division I program.
Okay.
But when you see the teams that UMass Amherst is playing, they're not playing Plymouth State. They're not playing the middle of nowhere community colleges. They're playing Penn State, Arizona State. They're playing Miami in their bracket. They haven't played Miami since Joanna's been there. URI, Michigan, all those big name schools. You know what I mean? Liberty. Liberty's team is full of Canadian girls, and they run that shit.
Yeah, it's all funding. It says, how does a club sport become D1? The club team will be eligible to transition to NCAA D1 status once 80 to 90% of the required funding is available at the discretion of the athletics department.
Exactly.
So it's not even up to your athletic department to even try to make you that. And then even if you get to it, it becomes you are eligible doesn't mean you will be.
Yeah.
They can just, NCAA could be like, nah,
Yeah.
we're good.
But with
Which is
the
crazy.
success of
We're-
UMass Amherst, I don't think it would be a problem.
No, but
For the men's, like the proven success of the men's program and UMass they've gone to the national championship, or not national championship, the whole playoff situation, 18 of 20 seasons. 20, yeah, they've only been around 20 seasons. It's still a fairly new program.
Who is this? The girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they've still.
I mean,
I think that's proof enough. 18 out of 20.
that's more than some schools who've probably never won, and
Yeah.
so. I don't know.
Man, it's tough, and that also sucks. Is like all the comments and stuff they're getting. Like, it's not.
Yeah, that would be just the
I read
icing on the cake.
I read one comment and it was like, at least they get to do a car wash this year.
I mean, funny, but
I wouldn't
clever.
call it. It's clever. I wouldn't call it funny.
I see what you did there.
I see what you did there.
I see how you proved our
He's like,
point.
it's the dodgeball situation.
Yeah.
Just that one guy has paid him to clean his rims 8 times now.
Yeah.
But they don't deserve that. They pay to play.
And it's another thing where, like, it does almost it hurts even more because, like, again, Massachusetts, where it's like
It's Hockey Town, baby.
that. Yeah,
It's Hockey USA.
I mean, it kind of makes it surprising that, like, if it does keep going the way it does, but also in the fact, like, you'd hope you'd be able to get, like, local businesses and stuff. And I don't know the rules on it, but, like,
there has to be some type of way to get a corporate sponsor.
That,
but that's
or like logo for for like a restaurant or something, you know? Like, I don't know the guidelines on, like, being able to have that on a jersey.
It probably has to get approved through the school.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you
the school will be like, no, it's all right.
No.
Yeah.
They'll probably say, can we get 50%?
Yeah.
Will you make whatever? And the rink, too. It's not their rink. They can't put up signs
they can't.
on the boards or anything.
Well, I wonder if they'd be able to have their own banners, put it up, take them with
Temporary.
you.
Yeah. But also, when you go into their rink, the practice rink, where they practice and play their home games, there's not a single banner or poster of the women's team.
Yeah.
It's the top is surrounded by men hockey players. Where's the support?
Yeah.
Where's the support?
That is the annoying thing too. Is it's just like, even hypothetically, if, like, this story became huge and, like, donations came waving through, like, the school would find a way to, like, get their hands, get a slice too, and, like, hypothetically,
help us.
Yeah, and like, hypothetically, let's say we figured it out, we got it all approved, we made a little docu thing on it. It's good enough. It got sold. Someone wanted it, you know. Or enough traction, or we just put it out, got enough traction, money came of it, the school would get some of that.
Yeah.
They get for their fuck ups. Which is, like, it's so shady, but, like, that's literally college sports. College sports is one of the, like, darkest, most fucked up thing. The only thing that's, like, worse than taking advantage of people is literally Hollywood.
Yeah.
Hollywood is the only thing that outdoes college sports and,
Yeah.
like, being a snake.
Yeah.
But acting like I'm helping you. It's so, like, grimy and a disgusting thing. And it's purely everyone above who does anything to do that happens on the field, the court, the ice, whatever the sport or event is. Anyone who doesn't touch that field or whatever is the reason it's so scummy. Yeah.
These girls are legit athletes, and they have better things to do with their time than fundraise $45,000.
Yeah. Well,
and now it looks like poor UMass women's hockey, and not Amherst needs to fix this, and that's the route that's
what's shitty. Is, like, it's
the programs chose to go that direction of saying we can't blame the school. They've gone the route of asking for help, when I think it should be the route of,
if anything, the school should be the one who's like, hey, can we have help? This is our bad.
Yeah.
But
and if it is their bad and they're not doing anything to fix this,
Yeah.
Shame on them.
Mm-hmm. So
shame on everyone in that office.
Go give money to Girls
Yeah.
Umass. It'll be in the description.
Need help.
Umass, give them money. Umass, if I come to you about making a docu-series, don't be a dick about it.
Hey, we can...
I will not...
Can Rob narrate?
Yeah. Yeah, we'd need an...
It was just his birthday, too.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I saw you guys post it, but...
But, yeah. Go Men at Women.
Support.
Go Men at Women.